Set up in Austin, Texas again. Actually right down the road. Doing a little video of painting some pumpkins. Let's get some dark here. Let's kind of tone it down just a touch. Alright, my idea on this one is to crop the pumpkin patch. It's going to have a nice little highlight right here. This is going to be orange-ish. Right there, the pumpkin's going to go off here. Right. So we're going to have a sort of like a box of something here. Not sure if our box is going to be that big. Oops. I'll get used to holding this camera here. Going to go up to about here. This, I think I'm going to trail it off. And then have just a splash of yellow over here for the gazebo. Like here. And there's going to be some little lanterns up here. And this part's going to trail off there. Okay. So pumpkins go here. There's a patch of pumpkin there. And this is going to be a hard line right about here. I'm glad it's not in the middle. It's really close though. So I got, this is more of a vertical rectangle. Here, gonna hard line that. That's dark. There's going to be some pumpkins here. Some pumpkins over here. Tree gets hard line there. Hard line there. Is that a tree trunk? Tree trunk comes up there and there. Yellow underneath there. Shoots off all the way over here. This is a oak tree, I think. Yeah. Boom, boom. Boom, like that. See if I can get a car in. Oh, these are just pumpkins. Have a car in for depth. Need a little bit more medium. Still using ultramarine blue and this brown mix. And this, compared to everything else, is about, the roof line is right about, it's right up here, actually. That's probably about right. And there's like a, I'll try to put a person right there shopping for some pumpkins. I'm gonna trail these pumpkins all the way off. Coming back to this light point. Let's see, pumpkins. Pumpkins. Let's stop the pumpkins here. And all the way there. The shadow, I'm gonna have it help as a lead-in. The shadow doesn't have to be all that. A great, nice lead-in, but there you go. That's good. That's our drawing. So let's go ahead and block in some colors. I'm gonna go for some green. It's a big brush. This is like a 4 or something like that. Get some of this blue. I think I want to keep this part light. I mean, it is kind of dark already, but once you get it in normal lighting, it's going to be kind of dark. I think right about there. Now I'm going to start to kind of grade it back to a little bit darker, just adding just a little bit of blue, a little bit of blue, a little bit of brown. Maybe not too much brown. Kind of leave some of the skylights in there. I think I need a lot more of that mixture, really. I'm going to try to get a lot more blue, a lot more green. And just a touch of that. Okay, here we go. That's about right for this area. Whoops. Gotta put the camera up here. Trying to follow this area right in here. I think I'm going to try to separate this a little bit more in the front. Just by a little bit of blue. And this area right in here. There we go. It's just a little different color. And then what I'm going to put in. Oh. Towel got away. Getting a little windy. So a little bit of that dark. Let's see, where am I on this? I'm right here next to the gazebo. think really that needs to go lighter. I'm just going to make it lighter in the back and gray it out just a tiny bit. There's a bit of blue. And we'll just work that into here. This is the gazebo. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how to work that in. Okay, let's get a darker blue. A darker blue, a little bit of brown. It needs to show blue more. A little bit more blue. Use that light blue to lighten it up a little bit. Okay, that was our highlight right here. There's a door there, so we're gonna go right there. I can even take our fingers, smudge it down a little bit. Maybe a touch of red. Now I'm just trying to fill in areas. A touch of red and lighten it up a little bit. It's like a light area there. Darker in the bottom, but not really all that dark. Okay, there's a dark line, and we'll just go ahead and put it in. Okay, boom, boom. That can just use. Can I get some other? Alright. This gotta go. This blue's seeing more sunlight. And it's about. Oh, there's a door there. Okay. So this comes to about there. And this has got to go to here. And then we'll have the bottom dark. It's going to go like that. Right. There's pumpkins here, and then this is going to go really dark. It's not black. I think I'm just going to use a reddish tone. Really put in that red. Just a touch of medium here. To work around. Oops, I'm trying to get used to holding the camera here. Okay. Boom. There's pumpkins here. I mean, those pumpkins can be put in on top as long as we keep the paint thin. Okay, there's some green or something going on in that area there. I mean, it's kind of getting a little lighter right in this area. Okay, this pumpkin's going to be there. Now this is going to be a really, really bright blue. So I think I'm just going to hog all that blue. Look at it just a little bit more. Alright. There's some kind of windshield over here. Alright, let's get the dark of the tree real quick. So you can see the branch goes like so. This bottom goes to about the bottom of there. Boom. And I'm gonna just red up right about in the here on. These are seats. They're going to be seats. There's another thin one. This is the table. Alright, so we're good. Okay, we could probably push even more red, yellow. As a lot more yellow. I'm literally just going to fill in all the pumpkins. And as it goes to the left, I'm going to make them a little wider. As it goes over here, just make them a little bit orangier. Let's see. Pumpkins. There's a pumpkin right on the end. Okay. And then lighter, a little bit lighter over there. We'll just grab the yellow. And it's a little bit wide. And then this section, a little bit more wide. These are just getting more sunlight. Simplification. That's the key on this one. Alright, so telephone pole. Should I put it or not? I like to try to break stuff into 2/3. This is going to be a little bit lighter. To get that, I'm just going to get, well, I think this color, and then gray it. And I'm just going to put it right there. Boom, done. Now we need to do the same thing, just a tiny bit darker. Or car here. Here. Something darker there. On top. And then even the space underneath. Same thing over here. Maybe a little lighter in the bottom. Same thing over here, but more lighter. Maybe straight up in yellow ochre. Yeah, right there. And then this is all going to be really, really, really light. So I'm just going to switch to my. There was a car. I guess that white car was in or not. I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of the yellow, a little bit of the yellow ochre or white. And I'm just going to go for this. A little bit of green. I'm gonna assume this is grass. Not really sure. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Here, so let me see if I can get this brown mixture going again. Oh, these are going to be pumpkins. Since these cars are there, I might just make that sidewalk. Let's try to get this red car in. Let's see. I'm not quite sure if this car, about this, maybe a little smaller. Actually, that needs to be darker. Add a little alizarin. I'm just trying to darken this. Some blue. This side is just we're gonna go up over here. We might have to adjust some of these colors, like so. See if I can fill in some of this. This has got to go a little bit grayer here. Yeah. Just get it some light, a little bit lighter color up in there, and then dive back down into some darker tones. And like that, I'm just going to take it on up. And I'll even just use some of this yellow mixture here. Just going to pop it in. Get some more yellow. Oh, this yellow is expensive. Boom, just kind of randomly putting it more on this side, and the sun peeking through. Here, the new sun is really light right there. And the sun is sort of light around the perimeter, just kind of going like this. Some suggestions. Alright, sort of light there. Okay. We do need to get back into the dark green. Just gonna fill this chunk out a little bit more. This one as well. And play with the possibility that there's a chunk either going there maybe. There. Not a whole lot going on this side of the tree. Need to fix that. There's not a whole lot going on right here. It's pretty thick. Okay, and then over here we need to go and just kind of fill it purplish. I think I'm just going to drop that cabizo. It's a cabizo. This is yellow green. I'm going to keep this yellow type looking banner here. Some darks. going to play with this color area. It's not really needed. We could. This sun is kind of light on the bottom. I mean, kind of has a shade coming through. To go like this, and work my way all the way across, so about there. Fill this in, and then with a lighter sun. Get this area fixed. Oh, okay, we need to get this window. This window way over there. It's a little lighter right in this area. Dark in here. It does go lighter. I'm just going to use some of this green here to chisel out this window. Okay. I'm literally using the same brush. Most of this. Oh man, this is really dark up in here. If I can get it jet black. That part right next to the tree needs to go. Not jet black, so that's fine. Same thing. What's this area? Down. Like that. And I need to get a gray, blue going. I really like gray blue. Alright, right there. Just gonna work it into here. Maybe right there. And this is green. It's not a gray green, it's not a real bright green. So this grass. Is right there. For the road. Way back there. Purple for the shadows. Well, we could probably come in with this kind of a light just here and there. Just trying to fill some of these voids so they're not too lightish, because it's really dark in this area. I need to clean the big I'm going to clean off some of this. Okay, going for blue shadow. Some straight up ultramarine blue. Color with some of this, light it up a little bit. Gonna gray it down some. The brown. A little bit more. Touch of white. A little bit of yellow ochre. Give it some color, a little bit of medium. So this does go into shadow. The further the shadow goes out, the further it lightens up, it sees more light. But up here it's relatively dark. So relatively dark. We go this way. I'll lighten it up with a little bit of something. A little bit of blue. And as we go out, probably just a little bit of the white, a little bit more of the blue. All the way out. So this has to go right, and I think I'm going to, just for the heck of it, continue. Oh, good. The white car's pulling away. I do have, I think we can put a shadow on this way, and the rest of it would be like the driveway. And that tree, we can simulate shadow coming out. I think that's probably good. Okay. Now let's do the road. Actually, I could use some of this to fill this in. Let's fill in this shape in, a bit of red, a little bit of blue. Black and brown. Makes this is like the tongue of this trailer. Okay, that's cool. We have a silver door and an interior. Boom here. This interior is going to change a little. How I'm going to change it, I need to lighten it with some red. A bit of light yellow ochre. Red and light yellow ochre. Somewhat of a difference here. It's going to be a stripe right down the middle. When this part gets dark. we go. I can block this in. I do need to go like that. Well, let's do the road, shall we? Okay. I think it's going to hint a little towards the yellow on this side of the road. For some reason. And then really yellow or on top. I need a gray blue. I probably use the same color. And a steel blue. A little bit of white, a little bit of the cerulean, and make it a little tint green. Come back in. Just gonna fill the whole thing in. Boom. And then it goes a little darker. Gonna stay in the same. Alright. This is darker. There's like a air conditioner right here. And then it does go it's the same color right here. Oh, actually that's a little bluer. It's a little bluer, darker down here. I think I need to change some of this tree. And I haven't even got to the pumpkins yet. I think we ought to start modeling some pumpkins. What do you think? Let's get this green really dark green with some yellow coming through, yellow ochre and the green. We're gonna get these trash cans over here. This one goes down at an angle. And pumpkin time. That's what it's looking. That's what it is. Let's illuminate some of this orange in here. I'm just going to use some of this yellow ochre and this white yellow mixture. So lightens of this stuff up. Alright, so it's pumpkin time. What do we need to define these pumpkins? A lot of highlights in this thing. It's going to be tough. Let's go dark red. Alright, so this one, there's a pumpkin there. These are above the light. I'm just going to make these a little darker, especially when you come down. They need to be darker. Some yellow ochre. Okay, these over here are just going to be, I have to use the dark. More so down in here. Actually, I should probably get it down in this. Tough one to get going. There's a lot of when we come over here, it's more like more on the right side. That's tough. Yeah, it's a tough one. Alright, we gotta get these pumpkins that are over on the end because they're closer to us. Let's see if I can get a little bit of orange in them. over here they kind of go white for some reason. They're just kind of like graying out. Yeah, attempting to. Pumpkin there. Pumpkin there. These are just darker. They're right on top of the table. Some orange. And you can barely even see. Oh, paper towels going down. Paper towel. A big pumpkin. Alright, I need to define these more. So let's get on here and get going. Just using this black mixture here, really. See if we can put some highlights on these pumpkins in the side over here. Just using this white and yellow mixture. It's actually just perfect for this. Basically, it's anything that's on the top gets a highlight. Anything that's closer to the top gets nearer highlights. Basically. Especially this way. I really like this setup here. I was just driving by and looked up, and this is actually right down my road. Putting in the table there. This table has a nice bright highlight there, but then it goes over here. Listen. There's something on top of the car. Alright, what else can we do? There's sun peeking past the tree. Just barely ones right there. There's some strong ones. As we go there. There's quite a bit of highlight on these pumpkins here. I'll put one there even though there's none there. That just kind of helps define it anyway. I really want white for that. Alright. What else can we do here? On the purple zone. There's some walking going on there. Yeah, let's see if I can get the rest of this building. This building needs to go darker, really. Oh, we need to put it in the window. Actually, it is kind of dark. Try to leave a rim. And a couple two spots there. And try to merge this. Air conditioner is right there. Has a grating like that. There's an awning right here. I think I can get that in with this ring. Project it out this way. How far? I can use the same one. Same mixture for these balloons. There's one balloon there. The other balloon is just gonna go. These are white. Oops. Hello. I need to work underneath them. A little more gray over the mixture for the top lining. A little trim. Like so. I really want this to be lighter. And then painting that like so. I think that's okay. We can darken a little bit of the shiny metal in here. A little bit of orange tinge to it on this side. Just kind of lightly scum of that. Some trim that's on the side. On there. Longer piece there for some reason. And then I'm just going to fill some suggestive lettering here. Not re-lettering, suggestive. A little bit of a illuminated area underneath. Like so. More white. Some suggestive shadowing. Got to adjust some of these colors of these pumpkins. Some of these go pale. If I can get them to go pale-ish. There's one over here that's kind of just white. You're dead, pumpkin. And then this pumpkin over here is hiding behind another pumpkin. Like so. Some of these other pumpkins are just got some dark red. I'm gonna put it underneath the bottom of them. So this part right here on the actual building, I'm just going to fill this in. Some table trim, legs. One there, one here. All my sounds are just wrong. We'll make this area go a little dark going here. This is what really counts when you're going out here. You're just seeing everything and you can paint it like it is. I think that's good. This over here can definitely go just paler or something. I think there's a person here actually. It's not really a person. I have no idea what it is. A little bit of light. There's some kind of like highlighting or something going on. Alright, so this trailer, does it look like a trailer? What do I need to do? I need to make the green more, come down more. And a little bit more yellow. I guess it just like it's just not quite going through because of the trailers there. And then there's some skylight holes that are kind of coming bluish and dipping down into this area. I think that's it. Okay, so now these pumpkins are on pallets. The shade, I kind of think I want to pull the shade a little bit to the left. Really need blue. Put a highlight under this box, a shadow line in this box, starting on the left. Step right here. Darken it a little bit more to its right, and sweep the brush over. Boom. Task done. I'm just going to chisel that a little bit more. There's a white chair out there. Let's put this white chair in. It's white chair in shadow, so it just kind of goes a little bit purplish. Chair back. Oof. Like that. Seat. Ouch. This, you gotta be careful. Oh, fly in my head. Really? Fly? Okay. Something there, something there. We really don't know what this is. Actually, I really want that to be more brighter yellow. I think that's the second time I went over it. Some other adjustments. Some kind of grill right here. Poof. There's a fly on me. Okay. I think I'm going to do a purple tone. I'm seeing this cool looking white streak. I'm just literally going to pull, see this white of the car. Just like its contrast. So whatever that is. Okay. I need to adjust those corners now. Boom, boom, boom. Get some of this blue. Now this is going to go a little bit lighter way. I want to sorry, a little lighter in some of these areas. If you notice some of this shadows, well, if you were here, you can actually see these shadows are a little bit bluer over here. Shows in my edge. Okay, let's put some highlights of the skylights through the shadows and the trees. Hopefully it's gonna match this fine. I think it does. Where else can we put this? Maybe how about like right here? And then this one, we gotta be careful. These highlights are fading. This curve needs something here. I'm gonna have to build this curve up. Some green. I'm starting to see more green. I think that's fine. And there's really none everywhere. Now we're gonna have some highlights that are sort of in the blue range. I think that's fine. Maybe a little lighter. Doing good. Now it just needs to be dark. As you like defining the palettes, the shadows. This one, I think I can come back and so they're dark. Now I need a little bit lighter. No, it needs to go redder actually. This is going to start right about here. almost, and then it goes underneath. And then like a little highlight underneath. It's not really showing up. It needs to show up more over here. So, cleaning my brush. I'm gonna call that one done. I really need some people there. Okay. There's a person here. He had tan pants on. Well, tan shorts actually. Because it's still hot here in Texas. Add tannish here. And then the legs. Okay. His body I need to work on. Maybe someone ordering some pumpkin. I think this is a coffee house actually. Better represent this car over here. Some bright red. We need to do the tires. Well, what are we going to do over here? A little bit of a curved bumper. And a little bit of a lights and light. See if we can really punch up. This light is really coming through. I do like that. So I think that's it. Let's go ahead and sign this bad boy. We're done. Hopefully I'm holding the camera good because I'm getting used to this little selfie stick. Fire. That's not bad. And, sounds like it is. Alright. Let's go ahead and call it done. I think this painting was a lot of fun. It was challenging. For sure. I think I'm going to try to get some more yellow in and around. Really using a lot of just plain pure yellow. Just get some just kind of glaring through this window here. That's it. Maybe a couple of see-through highlights that are kind of coming through. Just mixing it up on these highlights really is kind of fun. I thought this was really going to be challenging, but once you kind of get it laid in, it kind of starts to go. Oh, then we need to put some stems. I didn't put any stems. So let's put some stems. And that's it. Done. And here's the final painting of the pumpkin patch. And this was quite a bit of detail on this painting that tried to simplify it as much as possible. But all these pumpkins in line was a challenge, but challenge met. And I think I did a really good job on it. I wanted to make sure that the left side of the pumpkins were receiving more light, and they started to get gradually darker as they go more to the right and into the shadow of the tree. And some of these other pumpkins that were on tables, little suggestions of tables in this. I think it's like a SUV or this red car back in the back on the left side. And there was a car that was on the right, if you remember in the video. And that was actually a bunch of cars. And there was more pumpkins along that sidewalk leading up to the right side of that little truck. I think it's like a coffee truck of some sort that sell coffee there. And the light coming there, I decided to go ahead and just make that bright sun light right there. And making sure that certain areas like the, because this parking lot was further down in level than the main road. It's actually right where a church was, but this is just right out in the parking lot. And just kind of adding some people here and there. I think it's just a couple of people. One that started to go up into the little coffee shop, and the person on the right side looked like he's ordering coffee. That's about it. And it's 8x24 oil, and popped it into a floater frame. And hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.